Welcome back to SnowRunner, y'all, and of course, welcome to another episode of our Small Town RP. Although, if you have any name ideas that you think would be better, I'm totally open to suggestions. Leave them in the comments down below. And before we get started, I do want to let y'all know that all of the information about all of the mods that you see in these videos is included in the description box down below, including information on whether or not they are available on consoles or just PC, and so on and so forth. So if you have any mod-related questions at all, please check the description box down below. Now, jumping into things, so we just picked up a job that requires us to pick up some ATVs and actually take them over to the shop to get serviced. Now, these were ATVs that the owners apparently were out of town, and the shop had them scheduled for service, and they needed somebody to run around and run the errands and pick them up, but we should get paid pretty well for dropping all of these off. Although, since we only have a small trailer, we're really only going to be able to take one of these ATVs at a time, but it's no big deal because it's still going to be totally 100% worth it. So let's go ahead and fire up the truck. Don't mind me, just gonna wake my neighbors up. Now, I gotta run down the main road real quick and get some fuel, and then we can start picking these ATVs up. Now, there's really not gonna be any traffic out right now. I mean, it's like, what, 6:40 in the morning? So, the time's gonna roll by pretty quick, but as time goes on, we just gotta make sure that we, that we stay moving and that we don't get behind or get bogged down with anything. Now, the gas station is right up here, so let's pull on in real quick. We'll go ahead and fill up. God, that is a very red K1500, like very, very red. All right, let's go to make sure it's all fueled up. Good to go. How are y'all doing this morning? And let's go ahead and head back on out. I'll make sure to stop right here at the exit, and we can give it some beans on the way back around. Now, the first house we're stopping at is actually right across the street from where ours is, so we're gonna just pull in there real quick, fire up that ATV, get it on the trailer, and then bring it back home. Now, some of y'all might be like, wait a second, if the owners of these things are out of town, how do you have, like, permission to pick them up? They already signed all of the paperwork that they needed to sign to allow us to pick these things up, so it's fine. It's no big deal. So let's go ahead and pull on in to the first house. Now, we're gonna need to, well, I'm like, we could line up the trailer with the ATV, or we could just drive the ATV over here. I'm gonna try to drive the ATVs as little as I possibly need to, because they're not mine, and I don't really want to put any extra miles on them or anything like that. So let's just go ahead and walk on over there. And, oh wait, we started the truck back up. All right, let's go ahead and walk on over there and get on the ATV and get it fired up. Okay, it fires. I was a little worried for a second there because I went to fire it up and it was just like, it didn't really want to fire up. And I was like, what are you doing? Why do you not want to fire up? All right, luckily we're good. Although, we might be able to fit two. I think we can fit two. I would not be opposed to trying. I think we could do it. I think we could fit two. Let me go ahead and pack. And come on, ramps. Come on. Ramps, come on. Thank you. All right. These ramps are a little temperamental. I'm going to have to, like, make sure that they actually work. Now, let's ease it back out of the driveway. I really don't want to get caught on their, like, driveway entrance wall. You know what I mean? I'm, like, a little iffy on that. I'd rather not cause property damage, while I'm doing this job. This is literally the first job I've done for the ATV dealer, and I would rather not mess it up on my very first go. Do not take out their mailbox. Please don't do that. Oh, that would not be a great way to kick things off. All right, so the next ATV is not at this house. I want to say it's either the next house down or it's the house after that. Let's see. Is it here? Oh, yeah, there it is. And actually, I'm going to be smart this time. I'm going to pull up, and then I'm going to back in. That's a lot smarter. So let's see. Let's get you rotated around, and... Oh, geez. All right, come on. Here we go. Almost there. That'll do it. I mean, that's going to be fine, I'm sure. As long as the ramps go down far enough. Yeah, they go down plenty far. All right, and we can head on over there. Let's walk on over, and this should actually also balance out the weight because the trailer, as you can very clearly see, is sagging heavily right now, but that's, I mean, pretty obviously because of what we're trying to, what we're trying to do with it. So actually, you know what I need to do? Well, first of all, I need to take a photo of this for our future jobs, but also what I need to do is I need to make sure that I unpack that other one, because if I leave that other one in the state that it's in, it's gonna create some issues for us. So now let's get you on the trailer. All should be well momentarily. Oh yeah, not only are they positioned correctly, but there's just about the exact right amount of space between the two. So this looks perfect, actually. So let's go ahead and bring those ramps back up, maybe? Okay, we're good. And actually, that right there looks perfect. But I'm going to go ahead and pack and unpack those ATVs again. And then, you know what? Just so I can prove that these were in good condition when I picked them up. Yeah, you're getting a picture. You know why? Because I don't want these things to be part of something where the ATV dealer was like, oh, they weren't in perfect condition when we received them. That must have been your fault. And I'm like, well, they were in perfect condition when I picked them up. And nothing happened between here and there, or at least I'm not planning on anything happening between here and there, am I? Am I? No, I'm not. Let's see if we can cruise it just a little faster by sticking it in high range. It's not too bad. I'm definitely gonna want a little bit of an upgrade on this truck at some point soon. I just don't necessarily know if I want to drop the cash on, like, performance upgrades just yet. Because so far, like, the truck hasn't struggled. It hasn't been, like, too slow, or it hasn't been incapable of handling any of the tasks we've thrown at it. So I don't know if I want to throw the cash at a performance upgrade just yet. I'm a little bit nervous to go through the mud right there, though. Get on the correct side of the road, you absolute Hammond. All right, let's go ahead and make a quick left. And let me see if I can ease it around that edge in high. We're okay. We're okay. We're not okay. Nope. Not okay whatsoever. Come on. Do we need to pack and unpack again? No, it looked like we did, though. They were kind of, like, trying to be weighed down. And when I say weighed down, like, they do this weird thing where they go through the surface of the trailer sometimes, just odd, like, SnowRunner stuff. Now, the ATV dealer said drop them off kind of behind the building so they could get them all serviced. That's what we're going to go ahead and do. So we'll put them next to these hangar-style buildings, but we'll bring it around and ease it up over here. And then after this, we'll just have one more ATV to pick up, and then we should be good to go. Now, we don't need the trailer to be, like, perfectly positioned for this, but I'm going to try to get it close. Thankfully, we got a lot of room back here to kind of, like, orient ourselves however we need to. So let's unpack, and we'll throw that back in automatic mode and shut it off. And then now, we'll get these off the trailer. We'll put you right here, and then we'll put the other one right next to you. Back it up. Done and good, and, dude, that looks perfect. Yeah, I mean, we tore up their parking lot a little bit, but, like, I'm not gonna worry about that. That's, you know, that's their problem. Right? Totally. Oh my God. Ramps. Work. Thank you. Sometimes you really have to battle those ramps to get them to work. They are not easy. They are not, like, direct and to the point sometimes like you would want them to be. All right, we have one more ATV to pick up, and this one's a side-by-side. So once we grab that one and bring it back, we should actually get a pretty decent payout for this whole job. So let's see. We won't find out what our payout is until we finish the job. That was part of the unfortunate, that was one of the unfortunate parts of taking this job, is that we didn't really know what the payout was going to be until we finished it. And, well, as sketchy as that is, I figured I'd jump on it because it's probably not going to be too bad. These delivery jobs are pretty decent, so let's bring it around. Oh, my God. Okay, maybe control your speed a little bit. Maybe that was a little too fast. Now, the last one should be right next to this barn right here. And again, we're going to back in so we don't have to worry about turning around in their driveway. So, ease the trailer in exactly where we want it. Let's kind of walk it back. Perfect. Wow, that could not have gone any better. That was literally spot on. All right, so let's walk around the back of the barn. Let's grab this thing. Looks pretty stock to me, but it's probably their little, like, runabout for this farm. This farm's not all that big. I mean, it's just, well, I wouldn't call it a farm. It's more of just a property. It's like, you know, a fence and a barn and a house, but they probably use it for little tasks around the property. A lot of people buy these for that. Come on. Oh, I'm trying to get this situated where I want the weight, because since we have one vehicle and not two, it can sometimes be a little bit trickier to situate the weight where you want it. Move it back just a tad. That's close enough. Good enough, close enough. I can work with that. Pack it up. And then now we'll bring the ramps on up. There we go. Ramps are good. Unpack and repack just to make sure. And wow, that's exactly where the weight should be. Yeah, the truck isn't sagging at all. We'll get a, you know what? We'll get a picture of this one as well. Yeah, this is perfect. We'll get a picture of this one as well. Just once again, to make sure that they know that it was in perfect condition when we picked it up. All right. So now, this one's not all that far from the ATV dealer anyway, so we'll go back, pick this up, or rather, wow, pick this up. We already picked it up. So that stage has long passed. You know, maybe a little bit later on, when we get a little bit more cash, we could grab an ATV of our own, and because there is an ATV park nearby. I did hear from one of the locals, though, that the bridge needs fixing, so we'll have to handle that at some point soon. But once we do that, and hopefully get paid a little bit extra for that as well, hopefully we will be able to grab our own ATV and use this trailer for something more than just work. Because so far, the only thing we have used this trailer for is work, and that is literally it. We have not gotten to do any, like, weekend fun activities with this trailer. So let's bring you around same way we did the first time, and boom. And now all we gotta do is bring you back. Oh geez, let's not. Come on. All right, back. Ah, that's close enough. That's close enough. We'll just put the ramps down. We'll unpack. We will stop the engine, and we'll be good to go. Oh, my God. I don't know why I thought I parked it in reverse. Don't mind the extra scratches on the front end. Those were not from me, if they ask. But now, let's go see how much we're going to get paid for this. I'm a little nervous now because we may have caused a little bit of damage to one of them. I'm not going to worry too much about that, but hopefully it doesn't hurt us all that bad. All right, so they gave us 10 grand for doing all those deliveries, so now we're up to like 46, so we can definitely swing some truck upgrades now and maybe even look into getting another truck. I don't know if I want to upgrade this truck or get another truck. Like, let me know in the comments below what you think I should do. Fortunately, they weren't all that bothered about the damage to the bumper because the customer was literally dropping it off to get a different bumper put on it anyway, so we're safe. We just got to be a lot more careful in the future. But if y'all enjoyed this video, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will see y'all in the next episode. Talk to y'all later.